Hey guys, Etienne, hey Juan, Boerismoer. Good luck vanaand. Gooi meneer Roy, dankie. Ek moet my YouTube nog van ja, then we will know who you are at least. So for tonight, not a lot of drivers actually. I think we are only expecting like 12 or 14 drivers. So yeah, hopefully we can score points. It'll be quite bad if we can't score points in such an empty grid. Let me actually double check this. Just want to mute the LSA stuff for now. Okay, so we are expecting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, Razan is racing. He's quick. Alex is also quick. I wonder if Alex and Razan might do, or Razan might start at the back, do a last to first. Alex probably won't because he's in a championship fight with Scott. But Scott is not racing tonight, so Alex does have a good chance to gain some points on Scott. Let me know if everything looks fine, sounds fine. I'm assuming so, because you guys are responding in the chat, so it's good. A 14.6. Yeah, probably, maybe actually. For once, for once that sounds reasonable. I did about 2 laps in time trial, so haven't done much. But as I said, I am racing with the line in VSE, so yeah, hopefully it goes okay. And I actually felt it's weird, eh? So last week we did Belgium in VSE on the Wednesday. It went horrible for me. Got damaged early on due to some lag. Quali grippers should just be careful. Yeah, I'll probably invalidate or spin at least one run. But yeah, so last week we did Belgium, and then I turned the line off for the LSA race, and suddenly I just had bags of pace. It was crazy. So it's one of those where, like, you know the track well enough to just race without the line from the start. Belgium. Hungary, not the case. In time trial, just before loading in, I did 2 laps. The first one was without the line. Yeah, it didn't go well. And then I did a lap with the line, and it went a lot better. So I'll just use the line tonight. But yeah, if we're only 10, maybe we can qualify in the top 10 tonight. No, I'm kidding. If we're only 10, like, I always try and be like in the top half of the field. So if we're only 10, I would like to qualify in the top 5, ideally. And then depending on, because I think out of all of these names, I know RWB is quite quick. Hey Davids, good to see you in chat, bro. It's a shame you're missing your F1 return from a bit of time off. Let me know how the new game is. How's the new game treating you? But yeah, it's a shame you're missing the T5 race tonight. But yeah, from next week you can. Goeie Milis. Baby Boy is obviously there with you. And then these 2 DRS guys that joined today, they will probably slot into T5 as well. And then obviously alongside all the guys who are there already. So it's going to be good. I think it's going to be... F125 is amazing. I think so too. Like, the dirty airs maybe like, I don't know, like 5% too strong. But the only reason I say that as well is because the slipstream isn't very powerful. So I think if they either nerf the dirty air a little bit, or if they just increase the slipstream effect a bit, it'll be like the perfect game, you know. So let me just quickly run through these settings. I just want to confirm what settings these guys are running. Forecast accuracy. Let me just quickly ask Alex if we are going to use the perfect forecast or the I love the handling the most. It's not as fake. Yeah, the handling feels better. The force feedback is not as good. I will say that. The force feedback does feel a bit like, I don't know, dumbed down, or it's not as like, it's not as strong, it's not as detailed as F124 was. But I mean, obviously they are catering for a very, like, I don't know, casual base. I just don't understand why, if they had better force feedback in past games, why not keep that and then just add an option for like a casual player, or like, let's say if you have your menu settings to casual, like give those players a certain force feedback, and then, you know, leave the guys who actually want the good force feedback to be able to experience that. That's just my thoughts on that. So I know F1 will never be a sim. Like, I'm not expecting it to be like a full sim. And to be quite honest, I don't think I would play as much if it was a full sim, if I have to be honest, because, you know, this game is kind of perfect for someone like me who I really don't have a lot of time to play. I play a couple of hours, but I don't think it will get it perfect, so probably... Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. At least they made a couple of good changes. You know, there's a lot of good changes that they've made. But yeah, what was I saying? Like, if this was a full sim, I would probably not be able to play as much because I don't have the time to practice or like to perfect all the small little, you know, nitty gritties that comes from a simulator. All the setup work, like all the ERS mappings and all those things. Like, I wouldn't be able to do that. So I would just be like not competitive at all, where I feel like the game as it is now allows the players who, you know, don't have a lot of time to still be somewhat competitive with, you know, relatively little time on the game. So I do think it's good. Yeah, I'm not expecting a full sim from them, so yeah, but I do think there are some elements where they can just kind of give the more serious player a bit more options, you know, just a bit more like options with the force feedback, options with the settings, maybe options with like in-game penalties to disable them or enable them, stuff like that. But anyway, we should be rating up pretty soon. I see Alex has said in the chat that we are gonna go soon. Let me change a wing without changing tires. Yeah, you see, like something like that. Like, can I do a pit stop without changing tires? Because sometimes that is what you want to do. Like, if you get damage early in a stint, or you get damage just after you've boxed, you don't want to change tires, or you don't have other tires to change to. And then obviously you can't pit at the moment without changing tires. So that's something small. Yeah, I don't know about COD. I don't play any shooter games, mainly because I suck at them. But no, I've just since I was small, I've just never really played a lot of shooter games. So yeah, I've just always played a lot of racing games. Played like sport games, you know, soccer, rugby, cricket. Need for Speed, a lot of Need for Speed. A lot of GTA. Yeah, that's basically what I've been playing my whole life. Well, I say my whole life, but obviously when I've been playing games. Um, yeah, I think we can probably ready up. Let me just check. I don't even think. I think we're only going to be 10. In the points. Yeah, if I finish. Oh, if I finish. I don't know, let's wait. When was the last time I DNF'd a LSA race? Let's have a look. While we're sitting here and not doing anything. Well, definitely not this season. Okay, last season. 1 Qatar, P2, P4. Did I have a DNF last season? Second. Didn't race Canada. Don't think I DNF'd a single race. No. In the points, Jeddah. I didn't DNF Jeddah. You DNF Jeddah, Tian. Okay, season 7. Finished P15. There was one where you had an issue after that good quali. Jeddah. Are you thinking about... No, I think you're thinking about Jeddah or Midas, who passed the safety car and got disqualified. Yeah, so I finished 15th in Britain in season 7, but I think that is the one I did on controller while we were on holiday, so that is excusable. As well as my P9 in Spain, that was also on controller. Last DNF. Here's the DNF. China. Ha! I DNF China, there we go. Season... What's this? Season 7. DNF China, that was on the 26th of November. So, yeah, almost a year since my last DNF. Let's see if I can make it a full year without a DNF. That'll actually be pretty cool. I've always been solid in my first season, always at the back. Consistency. Consistency wins the race. Yeah, so next season is going to be pretty cool, eh? Tier 1. Because I think if Weez does a couple of races, he will probably take a full-time seat for next season. Don will take a full-time seat. Storming Thunder will take a full-time seat. Baby Boy is back, so he's going to take a full-time seat. Maybe Frikkie Matthias, he will probably come back as well. Take a full-time seat. David's going to be back in tier 1. Maybe these DRS guys, I don't know how quick they are. Maybe Remco, who's in tier 5, I don't know how quick he is compared to, you know, the other guys. So yeah, next season could be proper sweaty. Depending on Midas, if he's back from the USA, he might also join again. So yeah, it could be Cheddar, maybe. I've told Cheddar to just sell his PlayStation and buy a Series S. I don't think he's keen to do that. I don't think he wants to be on Xbox. Or maybe it's just that like he doesn't want to sell the PlayStation. It's not necessarily that he doesn't want to be on Xbox. Maybe he just doesn't want to sell the PlayStation for whatever reason. Next season gonna be real good if all of these guys are. Yeah, it's true. If all of those guys stay, it's gonna be seriously competitive. I mean, I can even see like literally 5 current tier 1 guys being relegated to tier 2. PS4 to PS5. Yeah, the thing is just PS5 is so expensive. Like that's the thing with the Series S, is you can sell a PS4 for like 2K, and buy a Series S for 4.5. So you only have to add 2 or 2.5K, which is much more doable than having to buy a PS5 for like 8 or 10K. I don't know what they cost now, but I'm assuming it's like around 10K for a PS5. So yeah, that's hectic. Oh, Simon is in. Hello. Simon is pretty quick. I don't have a teammate. PS5 in euro is £300. That's a lot though, eh? Hey Cav, thanks for joining. Good to see you in chat. Okay, so we got 12, so we can technically finish outside the points. Scotty Designs. We've got another creator in from the creator series. Tian got the edge controller for F1. It helps with settings and all. Oh, you guys are doing controller talk. Ha! Get a wheel. It's much better. I'm just joking. Let me just quickly tag everyone for the races. So this is tier 3 and this is tier 5. If you guys are watching my stream, Warrior and Jonko, if you guys are listening to this later on, thank you so much for doing the streams for tier 3 and tier 5. Really appreciate it. Means a lot to me, means a lot to everyone who's racing. Oh, Karim is also in. Wow, okay. All of a sudden this lobby has just got a lot sweatier. Oh, okay. So Karim, Razan, Simon, Alex, these guys are pretty quick. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not paying 4K for a controller. 4K for a controller. Yeah, there is an adapter. It's called the Resolution 2. Allows you to connect the Mozo wheels to the PlayStation. Just check. There is like, I don't know if they fixed it, but like a year ago when I looked at the reviews, it said there's like something where you have to plug them in a certain order, and then everything works. But like if you plug one thing out and then you plug the adapter back in or something, then sometimes you lose force feedback, etc. As I said, I don't know if it's still the case. I don't know if they fixed it, but just be aware that that might be something to look out for. If that does happen to you while you use the adapter, just maybe Google what order you should plug the stuff in. Right, let's hope it doesn't rain, because I actually think the strategy in the drive for this race is going to be very interesting. I actually think the strategies are going to be very, very interesting. Let's have a look. It looks like it's gonna be dry. Yippee. Ooh, the race. Okay, the race is gonna be cloudy. I think it's gonna be, yeah, 21% should be like partly cloudy for the whole duration of the race. I think qualifying is just gonna stay dry. Yeah, it's not gonna rain. Okay, cool. Then let's do this. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to go for 3 runs because we shouldn't be using softs in the race. Softs are so crap around here because they don't last. So best strat is hard to medium. 1 stop around Hungary. Okay. Interesting. I don't know if a 1 stop will work. We'll see. But okay, let's go for a run. Seen a lot of videos with the problem. Yeah, I don't think it's a big problem. I think obviously there is a workaround. Like, it's not very ideal, but you can get around it. So I don't think it's worth not buying a Moser just because of that. I think obviously being on a Moser I might be a bit biased, but this wheel is just incredible. Like, the build quality, how everything feels, the support, the what do you call it, like customer support. It's just very good. And one thing I really like about Moser, and I keep saying it, is like everything is compatible with each other, you know. So if you have Moser gear and you just want to upgrade your wheel, you can upgrade your wheel. If you only want to upgrade the bass, you can upgrade the bass. If you only want to upgrade your pedals, you can. Like, you don't have to swap anything out or change anything around. So, and for the price, I don't think there's anything else that compares with it at the moment. Okay, we go P2. I think I was just a couple of hundreds behind Karim, or Karim, I don't know how you want to say his name. But so I'll take that. It's a decent first lap. I went a bit deep into turn 1, so there's definitely some time there, and then obviously track evolution and
understood. Stopping this lap.
All those thingamajiggies. Still had a lot of battery. Yeah, I saw. Where can I deploy more? Like, should I just deploy more down the straights? Because obviously I didn't know like how much I can deploy. So Remember, it's not that easy overtaking around, so if you do 2 stop, you might get stuck behind. Yeah, that is true. That is true, but I think with only 12 in the grid as well, there might not be as much traffic. So I think a 2-stop might actually work today, just because the grid is so empty. I think probably for tomorrow, with the full grid, 20 guys, you're gonna get a lot of traffic if you 2-stop. So maybe then 60, 50, 40. Okay, I'll give that a go. Then just out of every exit after that. Okay, cool. I'll try that. Did I? Yeah, I selected new tires. So Karim was a lot faster in the first sector, so maybe he's running a bit less wing. Lose no more. Look how close this is. Wow, 4 guys, like basically a 10th of each other. That's pretty cool. And there goes Simon as well. 5 guys, very close. You said a 14.6. Ah. Alex goes P1 with a 15.0. Okay. I don't know. I'm not gaining like 6/10. There's not a chance. Like, that is a pretty clean lap, I think. Well, given what I know. Oh, we've got 14 now. Yeah, maybe a 2-stop. Maybe there's still going to be some traffic. I'll check on my minimap when I'm racing what the gaps are looking like. I'm considering a 2-stop, to be honest, for tonight. Two-stop is 12 seconds fast on pure pace. Yeah, I know it's a lot faster. It's just depending on traffic, safety cars and stuff like that. Wow. Ha! Goodness. Okay. I did almost gain 6/10. Wow, what a lap. Sheesh. Yeah, it was a cleaner lap. I had a few moments at a few corners, like this one here. I think I'll probably lost a 10th out of this corner. With that big slide, but I was pushing very hard, so it is understandable. Also, probably a bit of track evolution.
Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I went wide in here as well. I had to wait on the exit before I can get on the throttle, so I mean there is probably 2/10 in that lap, to be fair. But yeah, much better battery use, definitely. Super lap, thanks man. Yeah, there is probably 2/10 that I can find somewhere. So I'm going to wait until the very end to set my last lap. I mean, this is a good enough, like, not technically not a banker, because the first one was a banker, but you know, I do have this time on the board, which I think should be good enough for top 5, at least. I think maybe guys like Alex and Simon, Karim might beat it. But yeah, so I've got a good enough time on the board now that I can absolutely send the last run. So that's fine. I'm already down to second again. So someone has beat me. Simon. Oh, so close. Ha! Wow, okay. He just beat me. Who's this JJ guy? He's pretty quick. I don't think I've seen his name around. RWB is pretty fast. Lose No More is decent. He's pretty quick. Alex is also obviously quick. I don't know about Emil. I don't know who he is. Karim is obviously fast. But yeah, I mean, to be on the pace with Simon, that's pretty encouraging, I must say. And look at this, like, the top 11 are all within 6/10. So it is pretty close. The grid is pretty close, I must say. JJ, is that JJ Junior? Is a manager in the team I drive for. Oh, okay, wow, that's cool. So 14.8. So yeah, we could probably see a 14.6 then for pole. Because I mean, if Simon improves by like just over a 10th, if he does like 1.2 tenths, he does a 14.69. So we could very well see that. GPU utilization 95%. While sitting in the menu, what are you on? Anyway. My CPU is chilling, 60%. Right, so who's on laps? Alex is still in the garage. So he probably did 2 laps on the same tire. This guy's on 4 laps already. He's on an out lap, is Karim. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, because it's such a short lap. I'm gonna wait until like 2 minutes 15. Somewhere there. Track is very quiet. Right. Because I'm in the Williams as well, so I'm at the very end of the pit lane, so I can afford to go out a bit later. Wait for a few people to. I'm gonna go out so long, just because I don't want to have to let guys pass. I just want to do a proper outlap without getting distracted. and then obviously do a flying lap without worrying about traffic. It's going to be close with these Haas cars. One of them is going to be past us, unfortunately. Okay, let's go, Dylan. I think the other Haas car is going to catch us as well. Razan goes to P1, so he is now on provisional pole. I didn't see his time. I don't know about how much we have to improve to get to that. No! We were just pushing too hard. Yeah, just pushing too hard. Shucks! Down to P5. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. We were finding time. Yeah, we were finding a lot of time. I did use a lot of battery as well. But I think I was around 2/10 up already, just by that stage alone. And then, yeah, I was just a bit greedy on the right-hander for the chicane. Took a bit too much curb and then it... Yeah, unsettled the car too much. But yeah, it happens. Obviously, if you're driving on 101%, mistakes do creep in. Can go to 30 end of sector 1. Yeah, I think I was like at 35-ish at the end of sector 1 there, to be fair. But I think it's encouraging the fact that, oh, I was within a 10th. Oh my goodness. I mean, that could have been pole by... That could have been pole by quite a bit, eh? Are you telling me 4 guys beat me by less than a 10th? That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I mean, that could have been a 0.6 or a 0.5. I was so gutted. Oh, I was so gutted. Because the thing is, I thought Razan did like maybe a 0.6 or a 0.5 already. So I was pushing to get to that lap time. If I knew I only had to improve by a 10th, I obviously wouldn't have pushed that hard, knowing that I was already a 10th, 2/10 up. Oh man, I'm so gutted. Oh, some you win, some you lose. Less than a 10th of pole and I'm on P5. That's nuts. That's crazy. I don't know what to do for fuel. I don't know how fuel hungry Hungary is. Ha! Excuse the pun. I don't think I want to change any of these for the race. Maybe just that like that. Okay, seems we're going nice and early. We're readying up. We were gaining 2/10. Yeah, I was up by quite a lot. Right, let's see what we can do. Maybe we can do something good here. Usually the race pace is better than quali pace, so oh, dirty air. Okay, let's settle down now. We've survived the first lap, no damage. Oh, damage ahead. Someone got damage. Oh no! No!
Are you alright? Engine off.
Oh my soul! No! Oh my goodness! Oh my word! I just went on the overtake too soon. Who had damage? I think it's Emil. No, it's not. someone here had damage. Yeah, I just went on the overtake too soon. I actually felt like the tires had a lot of grip. And the thing is, the guy ahead of me, Emil, the kick, he was like getting a lot of moments. And so he was dropping back from the guy ahead of him, which obviously held me up a little bit, which caused Karim to be like right on my gearbox. So I was kind of focusing on getting a good exit out of each corner to not have Karim try and overtake me. And I was just a bit too excited on the throttle there. Yeah, that's quite hectic though. Because that is lap 3. And it just went. Like I was almost in a straight line there. I don't think I was really turning a lot. I was already out of the corner. Ooh. So that's maybe what happened. This Emil guy looks like he has a bit of this Emil guy definitely has some connection issues. You can see him jumping around. Yeah, so he was kind of, you know, jumping back into me, which caused Karim to be like right behind me, and that's why I was just pushing a bit too hard on that exit, because I knew after that corner there's, you know, quite a long straight, and Karim could go for the overtake there if he got a good exit. So yeah, I just tried to go too fast out of the corner and just spun. Wow. By lap 7 fresh hards already 2 seconds faster. Yeah, the undercut is crazy, and the tire wear is extremely rough around here. And the drop off as well, like the tire performance drop off. But yeah, I'm gonna first day enough on 25. That's true. Yeah, because the preseason races, well, technically not, because I technically DNF'd last week. Yeah, I wasn't full throttle and using overtake. Yeah, I was just a bit too eager, I think. But yeah, as I said, like the grip felt really good, and then yeah, the car just like I felt that I had enough grip to already be on the overtake button there. Like I didn't feel like I was gonna exceed the grip, and it just snapped like so quickly. But yeah, what I was gonna say is last week in VSE, I got a drive-through under VSC. We were like 4 or 5 cars going through the bus stop chicane when it ended, so everyone got drive-through penalties because the Delta like jumps into the red in the slow speed corners. So I retired from that race because I got a drive-through with like 4 laps to go. And then also my very first race I think that I did in this league was at Austria, and I got damage on like the second lap. A guy dived on me on the inside and gave me floor damage, like orange floor damage. So I retired from the race in the pits because yeah, floor damage, obviously you can't repair that. Oh man, I'm so gutted. Like I had quite good pace. I think I had enough pace to, if I boxed the lap earlier, I could have got them out of DRS. Like my pace was actually really quite good. So yeah, I'm really gutted. Look at this Emil guy, like he's really jumping around a lot. Yeah, his connection isn't great. But anyway guys, I think that's gonna be me. I'm gonna end the stream here. Yeah, my wife made flapjacks tonight, so I'm gonna go eat some flapjacks with chocolate spread on them. Anyway guys, have a good one. We'll catch each other again soon, and thanks for tuning in. Cheers.